It should be said that not everyone going along with the war was a Bush fanatic or had ulterior motives.
We should not lose sight of perhaps the most important point. It's Saddam's lies, not Bush's, that started the war. Even if Bush lied or his administration overstated its case, Saddam could have easily prevented the war had he been forthcoming. For 12 years, he refused to do so.
If being toyed with by rogue regimes were a qualifier for war, we need to permanently reinstate the draft. Moreover, it's not 12 years that matters most, it's 12 weeks. Greg Tillman addressed the importance of that point in response to an email I sent him about the judgment of the international intelligence community. That topic is covered later on, but the following excerpt is of particular relevance here. The appropriate time for critical scrutiny was in the 12 weeks between the return of the UN inspectors in November 2002 and the invasion of Iraq in March 2003. All evidentiary legs of the stool collapsed during that period of time, but by then the books were closed by the U.S. Congress, most of the press, and the American public. What is even more revealing is what Tillman talked about on a February 3, 2004 Arms Control Association conference call. Within 1 week after the UN inspectors hitting the ground in Iraq, the White House and other cabinet members were calling their mission a failure. They were denigrating their competence, describing their efforts as feckless and doomed, just 1 week into their inspections. Within 1 month, we were actually getting information which would resolve a lot of the prudent concerns that the intelligence community had. Almost without exception, those worst-case suspicions were unfounded. There was no effort, as far as I know, on the part of the White House or anyone else in the administration to go to the intelligence community and say, before we invade this country on the assumption that the threat was as it was characterized several months earlier, how do we now characterize the threat? And lo and behold, the inspectors found 13,000 complete rockets at Iraq's Nasser 81mm production facility, all made from the same type of tubes that the administration had been pushing as centrifuges. Undeterred by the patently obvious, they refused to alter their position even in the slightest. And according to David Albright, senior IAEA officials personally briefed Powell about many of their findings in December 2002. Powell told them that the tubes were giving him a headache. That's your conscience talking to you, Mr. Secretary, because your intellect and instincts are way too sharp for you to be so oblivious.